Do we have time for an insane mother story?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So my mother, Italian, no filter, this woman. She's not around anymore. She was funny as heck. I realize that now. But we would be in Morocco. She's never been out of the house. She cooked wonderful. She made pot of sauce.
Was there plastic on the furniture?
Yes. Yes, there was. Yes, because it was just to sit on with the plastic. We'd have, sweaty, cold feet. But we go to Morocco, and she goes, "Oh, it feels so authentic." How do you know authentic Morocco? No, wait, it gets better. She goes, "It does." She goes, and she looks at the person working there, and she goes, "I feel like I could get robbed at any minute." Because, it's like a, wow. Thank you. This is so that I'm like, she's telling this to people. Look at this lamp. Is this human skin? Ma! What do you think Morocco is? And she's telling the people there because she's like a bazaar back there that she feels like she can get robbed and she thinks she's complimenting them on the authenticity. She's never been out of that. So that's one thing.
And he has their son. His wife was working and she's like, "Oh, take our son." So their son is walking with us. He's very young. And I just make an offhand remark. Like, he's like, "Hey, hold on. I got to go to the bathroom." I go, "Hey, by the way, Dave, they remodeled the Morocco bathrooms to be more authentic, so now they give you just a shovel." Like, just like some stupid, it's just a stupid remark I made 15 years ago, right? And then the next year, like later that year, around Thanksgiving, his wife posts on Facebook, she's like, "I don't know where this came from." And it's a picture of their son had been writing, they wrote things at school, and they're hanging up on the wall. And he had written like, he's like second grade. "I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my house. I am thankful for not having Moroccan bathrooms." So then I have to go on Facebook and be like, "Hey, Shelly, my bad. That was my fault. He overheard me." Yeah, I didn't think he's paying attention to what we're doing.
Who would have thought the bathroom episode would be the least culturally sensitive episode of the show we've done?
It was a terrible joke. It was dumb. And
sorry, no one will know I was part of this because they can never hear me, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to do a Universal Studio IP.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, late 70s, you got Jaws. He's already got that. So I decided to do another popular Universal film from the late 70s. And I just, this will surprise you. I know we have a really good graphics team, but they were busy. So I made my own graphics for this. And they're going to look professional. So I want to let you know that this is really my work. This is not...
You didn't use an AI generator.
I didn't use an AI generator. No, I did this myself. And so guests will be transported to the campus of Faber College for Universal's newest haunted house, Animal House Death Pledge.
Oh my God.
So you can see they're all turning into different monsters. There's been some sort of affliction on campus. Everyone's turning into different monsters. They've been hit by a strange virus.
I'm dying at this clip.
And so,
that's amazing.
So guests have to pledge a fraternity. You need to pledge a fraternity to survive. And the top fraternity on campus is Omega Theta Chi. And but you go into the house and you are immediately rejected. They're too cool for you. You're forced to walk through their diabolical initiation ritual, which is kind of like a cultist type of situation where they're spanking like the Kevin Bacon character with the paddle. "Thank you, sir," by having all these people in hoods. You walk through there, Niedermeyer's hitting him, he's screaming. Then you're chased out by various monsters that are in the fraternity.
How have they not done a fraternity house to this point, to be honest? How has that not happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
And they make references to even last year, Freaky, there's always that college-age girl slasher.
But never a fraternity or sorority.
But never, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is kind of weird.
So then you are chased and you end up at the Delta House, and that which we see right here in the concept art.
So you have to
first,
explain to Katie what Animal House is first.
It's not a fraternity.
No. I think we're good.
And it's a house, and it's not very nice compared to the other fraternity houses. It's full of degenerates. So they arrive at the Delta House, and of course, the first big scare when you get in Delta House is a zombie version of D-Day rides his motorcycle up the stairs and almost hits you. And then that's an elaborate stunt. They're going to use a real motorcycle for that. They're initiated into the Delta House then by a heroic warlock, and his name is Bluto. So you see Warlock initiates all of the new pledges into the fraternity. So now you are a member of the Delta House. And in the next scene, you join them, and again, Bluto the Warlock leads you in a very graphic food fight. So, yeah, there he starts the food. He casts a spell, and it's a graphic food fight. There's blood and entrails and mashed potatoes everywhere. He does his zit spell.
I mean, I've had the mashed potatoes at Universal. There might be entrails in it.
Oh my god.
You actually, so Bluto's like a recurring character in this because he's so important to the storyline of trying to protect everyone from turning into monsters. But then you see him outside in the next scene. You walk by, and you're in an outdoor scene. It's a 2-story house. You can't tell exactly what's going on up in the windows, but it looks like maybe some sorority girls are fighting and trying to fight for their lives. And Bluto is up on a ladder, and he's peeking in the windows.
Oh god.
No, it's not Nick. It's Bluto. And then the ladder falls, and he almost hits you. Like it's kind of like when you go to Horror Nights now, when Quasimodo like falls off the bridge onto you, right? So there's that little thing. This characters appear from the bushes to push guests into the next room, which is a toga party. So zombies, vampires, mummies, and all manner of monsters are out there dancing as Otis Day and the Knights play Shout. Yeah, there we go.
Do it in a
Shout,
do it in
put
my
your hands up, kick my heels up. I don't know if you wanted me to keep doing this or you were going to talk over it.
So the toga party gets a little out of control, including someone seducing the dean's wife. So the dean has actually already been corrupted. His name is Demon Wormer.
What happened in the house?
Do we have art of him? There we go. This Demon Wormer.
Is that the guy from Roger Rabbit?
So he vows to end the Delta House. So you're in there, and he knows that he's coming after you. The next scene, then, you all run to the Dexter Lake Club, where Otis Day and the Knights are playing again as they pass through, and then we get back to the Delta House, and they confiscate the bar.
The whole bar?
The whole bar is confiscated. That's the terrifying climax, really. Then they have a strange, like,
Don't
so
worry,
that
Bluto, there's 12 outside the house.
they're all informed they have their grade averages are too low, and they're all being expelled from the school. So all the monsters are sitting around the living room, wondering what to do. And the warlock Bluto gives up and gives a big, inspiring speech. And then there's an alternate scene that you're ushered through where the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor, because he famously says this. There we go. And then, so look, there's the Germans. That's what it would look like if the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor.
On the list of things I thought I'd never see on this show, this is probably about at the top.
Wait, let me just ask one. Lucas, are any of those pretzels good?
A day that will live in infamy.
So the final scene then is this horrific parade where the Deltas have been excluded from. And they have to crash this to save everybody so that it ends this virus that's turning everyone into monsters. So they get their Deathmobile, and they ruin the whole parade from there. There it is. So the Deathmobile smokes up the place, and then there's 2 alternate endings. One of them, you get to see Bluto become a senator. And then the other one, you get to see the evil Niedermeyer get killed by his own men in Vietnam. And then you exit the house no matter which side you go out. And then it has a lot of repeatability because you can change which ending you
It's been
want.
so long since I've been to Halloween Horror Nights. I didn't realize that the storylines were this elaborate.
Oh, yeah.
They're more elaborate.
They're
than
more
that
elaborate
most of
than
the
this.
time.
Especially the ones that are like the deep cuts.
Dr. Oddfellow is like a goddamn book.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is Animal House Death Pledge.
Thank you, Eric.
In real life.
Okay, that's a good one.
So, Jake, I sent you some photos.
Aw.
So this is when I went to Morocco. My husband gave me the choice. I honestly can't even remember what the other country was, but it was some other country or Morocco. And I was like, Morocco, because it's an Epcot.
They have Eagle Rare there.
That sounds like Jason during our March Madness. It's in Epcot.
So I wanted
I'm
to.
so curious what country you turned down for this. Was it a competition or was the other country boring?
We were in Spain, and he's like, well, let's take a flight to somewhere else that's close. So it might have been either Portugal or Morocco.
What'd you do?
I know, you thought the Star Cruiser was a
Is
flex.
this what it sounds like when I talk about my travel?
Please steer the ghost
Maybe I'll stop.
Listen, that face was the same face I made when she actually said, yes, I do have a wetsuit.
I mean,
I just picture us being in like, we're in Epcot at Mexico, like, you want to go to Norway? Oh, it's too far.
Darling, can we get the Gulf Stream to Morocco without refueling?
Did you guys reenact Casablanca? Oh my God.
so when I went, I legitimately thought of all of the countries that I've been to around World Showcase and in the real world, this is the one that looked the most accurate.
I mean, yeah, they had real artisans from the country come, yeah.